Welcome back to Noah Starts the Podcast Without Judah. It's freaking, let's do a weather update. All right. Call me Greg Bostwick because it's cold outside. All right. It's cold out here, bro. Nobody knows who Greg Bostwick is. Losers. Greg Bostwick, the Southeast Texas weatherman, the greatest weatherman of all time. Most people who listen to this aren't even in Southeast Texas, you clowns. You clowns. Nobody cares what's happening in freaking Houston. Or freaking, I don't know, Ireland. We have people who listen from Ireland. Shout out to them. They're the real ones. Okay, but for real, the high today was like 60-something, and it was at midnight, and the temperatures just kept going down all day. But Christmas was a few days ago, guys. How was y'all's Christmas? Christmas, it was like 80 degrees outside. Texas has the dumbest weather ever. It was 80 degrees outside. Now it's 52 currently, but it feels colder because the wind is the worst. The wind chill. I don't know why I'm still talking. Let's see what Judah's drinking today. Should we spike Judah's drink while he's gone? Ooh, we got hot cocoa and a whole lot of marshmallows, y'all. The amount of marshmallows in this is crazy. I don't even know if you could see that. But, like, it looks like someone puked in it. Marshmallows are nasty. I don't know why people like that crap. Shut up, dogs. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah! Can they hear me now? Yeah, I got Blake. So Blake was like his little uneducated guitar playing self. He's like, I need get some new strings. Can you change it for me? And I was like, sure. So he's going to get them. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the most that I can out of this situation. Yeah. And then I was like, can you do me a favor? And I was like, can you get me some strings? He's like, okay. So no one knows me. I get nice strings. I don't get no cheapo strings.
You play hybrids, don't you?
Yeah, I play a hybrid, but like they're $15. Yeah. But which honestly isn't terrible.
Which isn't terrible, but
and they're on sale for $11.
Especially if you change them as little as I do.
Yeah, I haven't changed any month since July.
Ooh,
which, to be fair, the strings
either,
just
though.
last that long.
I haven't changed them since fine arts, so yeah. Well, that was in August. So.
Oh, that fine.
You got to remember, we did fine arts after you.
I forgot. Anyway, but no, bro was like, bro, do they got $1 menu for strings? And I was like, nah, bro. He's like, they better be made of gold. And I was like, better, nickel.
Yep.
So we're gonna have a probably brief intermission later, which I have a little something surprise.
Oh boy.
For then.
But
yeah. Huh. The only thing that's of significance is that I'll have to take an intermission and there's a surprise.
And we're live.
Okay, never mind. We're going to stop now. Judah, what'd you get for Christmas? That's the question of the week.
Oh, man, I'm not wearing it. I got an Apple Watch.
Why aren't you wearing it? You gotta always be wearing it. You gotta always
because I was at Josh's last night.
You gotta always be repping the billionaire companies, bro.
Ooh, right? You're low-key right. You're genuinely right. Nah, it's dead, so I put it on the charger. But no, I got an Apple Watch, which is funny. Because, I have my Christmas list.
I think it's serious.
Oh, never mind. It's really serious. I have my Christmas list. Oh, joking. I have my Christmas list, which I don't make a new one every year. I just kind of either add on or take away or edit the same one. And so
the same thing for the past 19 years. Judah, why do you want a little Tykes tractor every year?
It's tough. Oh my gosh, this
you
win.
have the same like Walmart catalog that's circled, like you know how when you
same page every year. Honey, this is from 2016. I don't care.
No, I already talked about the wind.
But yeah, it's pretty bad, but also good, but also bad. Anywho, but which I was not expecting it at all, so I use the same one every year, and it was on there from I think last year, and I didn't even realize it from this year.
Oh, I thought you meant the wind. I was like, I expected the wind. It's been windy.
Good expectation. But it was on there from the past year, so I opened this weird long looking gift because I'm like, the frick is this? And then it's a white box, and I flip it over. It's got an Apple logo on it. I'm like, the flip is that? And it turned out to be an Apple Watch. It was pretty tough. Can't even lie. It is tough. It is pretty useful. And then I got a few other little things which were tough. The other big thing which I kind of got. Excuse me. Hey, I didn't do it in the mic.
Good job,
My grandma gave me a $100 Amazon gift card for music equipment, though. No one buys music equipment on Amazon.
Speak for yourself. I got my keyboard on Amazon.
Okay, everyone but Noah does not buy music equipment on Amazon. No, joking. But
it's a good brand that you trust on.
Nah, but I mean, yeah. But for me, I don't because I get it discounted.
Heck, you can buy gift cards on Amazon. Buy a.
Apparently, you couldn't. My uncle said you couldn't.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay, well, next time that's what I'm gonna do.
We're gonna check.
But I
You
traded.
already ordered something.
Yeah, well, this is what I did. So my mom basically bought it off of me, and because she had stuff she needed to get on Amazon,
Gotcha.
and I ended up getting.
Regifting cash is crazy.
And I ended up getting which I low-key want to do like a pedal review for it, but I got this really cool pedal called the Asabi, and it's like a distortion overdrive type thing, and it's gonna replace my not replace, but it's gonna swap out for my EVH.
Sick.
But yeah,
I got a suit and books, so
a suit, like a fitted suit.
Yeah. Like
Ooh, that is sick.
I should have worn it. I should have walked up in here.
That is really sick, though.
Yeah. So no special music stuff this time around. Although I did get a lot of cash, so maybe
Not yet.
Maybe I'll get. Oh yeah, that's true. But that'll be next week. Your present came in today. Your brother's probably won't come until next week though, so I don't know if I'm even gonna have it from him.
Wait, so this is coming out tomorrow. So we're gonna have to record before next Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna have to record another time this week.
I was thinking maybe Saturday.
All right.
Gross.
So we've had to put this episode off because it's Christmas time. Everybody's busy.
I was out of town.
A lot of stuff going on. I had stuff going on, but we're finally getting to do it. We're finally getting to talk about 3 albums. So I say we just start with like the newest one, which was going to be like our
King of Hearts,
kind of our control.
Central one.
Yeah. kind of our control and the experiment, and then we'll talk about the other two. Huh?
This one surprised me.
This one surprised me too. So we're going to talk about, this whole episode is about Christian music. I think I'm literally going to entitle it, Do We Even Like Christian Music? Because
No.
when people ask, it's like yes.
But
People seem to assume we're just haters of it because when we talk about it on here, it's usually in a bad light. What was that noise, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Is there a Wendigo out there? I almost said
Literally, bro,
Wendigoon.
that's scary.
Isaiah's standing back there.
Wendigoon featured next
Big
week.
lips.
Wendigoon featured on the Christian music episode.
Wendigoon, hit us up. Speaking of which, did you see that they're giving him the rights to Apocalypse Now, the movie, and he's playing it on his YouTube channel?
What?
Oh, we're going to have to talk about this later. It's wild.
Hold on, I'm putting my hood on.
It is chilly. It's chilly. I love how I said earlier it's like 52 degrees outside, and people are going to be like, that's not cold at all, but...
We're in Texas.
We spent Christmas in 80-degree weather, okay?
Yeah.
It's cold.
It was raining on Christmas.
You weren't even here, buddy. How would you know?
In Arizona, it was raining.
Oh, okay. I was just saying.
It was like a somewhat rain.
Was it hot there, too?
Actually, no. The weather was actually nice.
It wasn't as humid, I bet, too.
No, their hot is way nicer than our
Oh,
hot.
I know.
I won't even like whenever we go over there for the summer and it's like 100 degrees outside, we're like
You can sweat, so your body naturally cools down. Here, you're just
not even that.
muggy the whole time.
It doesn't feel nearly as hot as our 80-degree weather.
Yeah, because ours like
Which is
sits on
so
you like
weird.
It's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
like
I know
a
the
wet
science and
blanket.
whatnot, but like it's so weird.
Yeah, it's...
But anywho,
Anyways, back to people think we're like Christian music haters because every time we bring it up, it's in a bad light.
yeah.
Like so much so that my mom calls us little heathens. But there is Christian music we like. So we decided to devote a whole episode to talking about the Christian music industry, the music we like, what we don't like about it, and our thoughts on it. But first, let's just lay out how it's going to work. We have 3 albums. One is kind of the control. Neither of us knew it. It's a new one. It's a perfect example of modern Christian music. It is King of Hearts by Brandon Lake. Then we each picked a Christian music album. Judah picked one that we didn't know. I picked one that we've done a long time ago and that I know really well.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about some other things that go along with them as we go. But let's just start with King of Hearts.
This album took me by surprise.
Brandon Lake's new album. I liked it.
I liked it too. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just gonna say my entire thesis statement on the album, which is for casual listening for Christian music, this is like top
This is
tier.
perfect. Yeah. Which I was excited. I was low key excited to listen to it because I love Brandon Lake, like his vocals.
Yeah, he has a great voice. Phenomenal voice.
Bro is He's a powerhouse. And
He
so,
can do all kinds of things from like just your normal worship singing, which he does on his more worship songs, to he can have a full-on rock vocal and it sounds great.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish he would have screamed on the album at least once in like Sevens.
mm-hmm.
I wish he screamed. Which
I've seen
I
clips
think
of him live. Like,
I think this is part of
letting out these big notes, and I'm like, that.
right.
He has a great
I think
voice.
this is part of. I think that'll play a little bit. I think into like the forced shape of that the labels put on them. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Which I didn't know about this album, but I heard of it because Zach. You know Zach, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He asked me to learn He was like, "Can you learn this song on guitar?" And it was Sevens.
And you see it's a Brandon Lake song, and you're like,
yeah. And I'm like, it ain't gonna be hard. Which it ain't gonna be hard, but it's not boring.
but it hits. It's a good riff.
It does hit. This album. What was one of your favorites? Well, actually, hold up, time out. We both knew this album.
So I know the big songs.
We all
off
know
of it
Hard
from,
Fought Hallelujah. Basically, that's what I was gonna say.
We
right?
know Hard Fought Hallelujah. I know like.
Excuse me. Oh crap! I did it in the mic.
You did it in the mic. I was just like, dang, why you mad, bro? Hold up, let me get to the album so we can look at it. So I knew Hard Fought Hallelujah, obviously. I know a Name, and
I knew that one.
and
Yeah, a
That's Who
few
I
of these,
Praise
I was like,
coming in.
oh, I've
which
heard
you
this.
know a few of them because you've heard them on like the radio or something. They're big Christian songs.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is probably I Know a Name. That song,
Seriously?
Yeah,
I mean, it's good,
that song hits, bro. I don't know what it is.
but in comparison to everything else, let me pull up the track list too.
I think it's probably my favorite. I really liked Spare Change, the writing on it.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
Let's talk about his writing. So Christian
It's
music.
interesting.
Let's just talk about Christian music writing in general. It's usually really on the nose,
Right.
Because obviously it's about, subjects that they just are going to be outright with. Are you listening to it, bro?
No. No.
So normally in the past where we like writing that is vague enough to tell a story but also be interpreted how you want it.
Right.
Christian music doesn't get to do that because it's about God.
Yeah,
period.
exactly.
And so you kind of have to write it on the nose, at least in this setting.
Yeah, it's kind of it makes it more difficult.
And so it can be it can straddle the line of like cheesy almost and like.
I'm sorry, Blake's calling. What's up, Unc? Are you here? Okay. Text me or call me when you get here. All right, Diddy, sounds good. Nothing. All right, see you when you get here. Bye. Oh, appreciate it, by the way. Okay, he hung up. I don't care.
All I'm gonna say is Diddy was not on the Epstein list, so free my boy. No.
Did you read all that? That's a joke.
Anyway,
joke.
cut back. So the writing can be it can straddle the line of like cheesy and too on the nose, where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, guys, we get it, which works in a worship setting because you want it to be a direct thing to God.
Yeah.
But then writing like this is also very self-centered, so it's very.
Right.
But that's why I think it works as like casual listening.
Self-centered how?
As
like
in the songs
in
are
his own situation type thing?
Yes. Whereas if you were to sing this in church, you'd think, well, this is more about me than it's about God.
Right.
Which is why I think this works great as like casual CCM listening.
Right.
But
Well, I was
only
gonna
a
say, I
few
think
songs would work in the context of worship.
Worship, yeah.
But I think that's why it kind of surprised me, because I was going into this expecting a bunch of stuff like Gratitude or his other like more worship songs.
Right.
And I didn't expect to like it because I don't like to just listen to worship
Me
music.
either.
Especially the way a lot of modern worship music is written.
Exactly.
So that's why I was kind of pleasantly surprised by how well written some of this was. So like that's
Right.
why I really enjoyed Spare Change, because the storytelling on
It's like
it
the story behind it, yeah.
is very good. And
Which I think he had like has a good mix of it throughout the whole album, which I think that's one of the reasons I liked it as well. Which, I mean, like you said, I ain't listening to no worship music on my own time, like recreationally.
yeah,
Right?
Exactly.
If I'm
I
in the
wanna-
gym, I'm not, let's turn on some Jesus culture. No.
No, you're doing that when you want to worship, and even then, I'm not turning on music. I'm just gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
because I enjoy it.
We're musicians. Okay, I'm gonna kill myself. But
We're not like other people.
did I tell you the other day when Ben said that?
What did you say, bro?
It was at Thanksgiving, and he was about to climb into my back seat, but I had my guitar and pedal board and some other stuff in there. And then, so I opened the door, I start moving it out, and I'm like, can you open the trunk? And Ben's like, oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh. And then he hits me with, I'm a musician. Of course I've got music stuff in the back of my car. And I'm like, kill yourself. Don't ever say that again. Do not ever say that again.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Anyways, but no, yeah, I do the same. Sometimes I'll turn on like some worship music, which to be honest, even if I do, I want it to be instrumental.
Yeah, because every worship song is like 10 minutes long nowadays, and it's all repetitive.
Also why I hate listening to set lists.
Which works in a church setting.
Yeah.
Does not work in a... You want to worship on your own, or you want to listen to it recreationally. Yeah. That's where CCM comes in, and I think this album does it great because...
Oh, thank God the wind stopped.
It offers a... Okay, this kind of applies to all three albums, but there's something very like folksy, country-esque about the sound of these things. And I know that Brandon Lake is more of that like fake country type thing.
Like Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's on the album.
That's
which honestly, that song, let's just talk about that song real quick.
I'm not going to lie.
It's kind of good.
I really like it.
It hits, all right? Do we need the whole over-the-top singing it in the rain at the Dove Awards thing? No, but the song is good. They deserve the award.
Crazy.
The rain was crazy.
Freaking Iris wannabe.
The rain was crazy. It's the Goo Goo Dolls, but yeah, good
I know,
try.
that's what I meant. The song, you know.
Yeah, no, it was a little over the top, but the song itself,
Didn't they get backlash for that?
Yeah, they got a good amount.
It's Christian community. That's the other thing. Everyone's got backlash and something to say in the freaking Christian community. Like, bro.
That's true. That's how this started in the first place, was us talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want to dog on anybody, that we don't know. Frank.
I think Blake's here.
Did you hear what I said?
Dogging on anyone that we... What?
I just whispered Forrest Frank in the mic.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I got it. Oh, almost fell. I got to do the string changing.
Okay. Go! All right, so anyways.
Keep my going.
I will keep your go.
Watch, he's going to pull up right whenever.
The second you sit down. Are you going to do it like while you're out here?
No. I'm gonna do it in there. I'm gonna speed run it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long. We'll do it in a few seconds. Anyways.
Excuse me. Oh, God, that's two. Anywho.
Back to the sound of this album. Oh, we were saying there's a lot of comments that get thrown around in Christian music, like what's the role, and so I guess we can briefly talk about that.
Well, some rightfully so, and some.
Agreed. Okay, so there's two types of Christian music. There's CCM, which is like recreational casual listening, and then there's worship music.
Right.
And we see the same artists do both a lot of times, but they also get blended together, which leads to them getting blended together.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to 3 record labels own the entire music industry, right?
Yeah.
And so they're making music that sells, and they want music that markets well to Christians. So they get these Christian artists to write good CCM, good CCM, good for them, CCM, that works well on the radio, that is shallow enough that anybody can listen to it.
Right.
And then those same artists turn around and make worship music. And so now that kind of lack of depth, lack of honesty in the lyrics, lack of, emotion in the music itself translates into worship music a lot of times nowadays, which I talked to a few people leading up to this episode.
Oh, I forgot to listen to your audio messages. Dang it.
It's fine. You can go back and listen to them. But I'll briefly explain what I talked to them about.
Gotcha.
I talked to people who, are involved in worship at our church and do stuff like, he was one of them.
Bro, we were watching Bird Box last night. Do you recall? The bald guy looks exactly like Cade. It was pissing me off more because he looked like, I hated that guy, and he looked even more like Cade. Anyways, go back. I love Cade. Don't get me wrong.
We were talking about the role of worship music, and I think my dad really got into this because as a songwriter, he feels strongly about this the same way we do because we're musicians. Okay. Of course we're going to have strong opinions. I'm going to kill myself. But if your worship music also lacks that depth and that the CCM itself lacks, then is there really any honesty in you singing to God or worshiping Him?
Exactly.
If you're just, singing the same shallow lyrics written by the same people, which is why I was pleasantly surprised listening to this album that it was actually well written in a lot of places. Now there's still times where you're like, okay, obviously that's just
Right.
kind of the like what song is it that oh, That's Who I Praise. It's like I listen to that and I'm like, this is your typical Christian radio song. But then you listen to something like Spare Change and it's actually got a well written story.
And it feels a lot more authentic.
And it feels
Or should
it feels
I say
a lot.
Loker-authentic. That's what I made up.
Loker Can You Believe This album is good. Yes.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so that was one of the subjects we talked about a lot leading up to this, and there's $2 in my pocket.
Ooh.
I'm rich now.
This kid. Me when I'm 5.
Anyways, back to this album. Judy, you said your favorite is what?
I don't know. It's hard to pick.
Like, this is a good...
Spare Change is good.
I would encourage people to go listen to it. Not more than I'm going to, like, one of the other albums
The Great
we talk
AM
about.
Can, I liked that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Hard Fought Hallelujah. That's my top 3, no specific order.
I like that. What do you think of Jelly Roll on it? Think his part's good?
I don't care. I mean, honestly, is he like a devout Christian now or whatever?
I mean, I would... Yeah, because the way he talks about God now and stuff, he's much more open about it than he was
I don't know if
before he did all this.
Oh, okay. Well, then cool. I mean, even
yeah,
if
good
not...
good for him.
I was going to say, if not...
I just meant musically, like,
Yeah.
do you like his part on
Oh, yeah, kind of. I don't know. His
prefer the-
vocal distortion's a little
I
less
prefer the single
appealing.
version of it before
The single
Jelly Roll
version?
was... Yeah, because Brandon Lake released the song before
Shoot,
he
I
was
didn't
on
hear
it.
that version.
It's pretty much the same. It's just Brandon
you
Lake
freezing?
doing the... Yeah, it's cold.
Okay, I'm going to grab a blanket for me and you once I go back in. Right now,
No, I'm fine. But
Okay, well, I'm grabbing a blanket.
I'm just
for
keeping
me.
my hands in my pockets because this microphone is cold.
But, no, yeah. I don't... I think he's good.
We've dropped 2 degrees since being out here.
What is it?
It's 50 degrees.
Oh, my God.
No, I was pleasantly surprised by this album in a good way.
For
But
sure.
what do you think it is about this type of music that lends itself to that kind of Americana sound, like that country sound to it? That because I
wanna
noticed
say
this with the
acoustic
Steven Curtis Chapman
guitar.
album, very much so with his acoustic playing.
Yeah, I want to
John
say
Mark
it's-
McMillan's more in like the vocals and the feel of the song.
Yeah.
And then I think I wonder if it's
Specify exactly what you mean, like...
Okay, well, I was about to say, I think it might be because that's always a popular style of music.
Yeah.
So I wonder
Regardless
if...
of what genre.
Exactly. So I wonder if they draw on it. Because, like, especially this
Yeah.
year, that type of country is very popular,
Both fortunately and unfortunately.
unfortunately. So Brandon Lake kind of, it makes sense that he would pull from that.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Christian music has always been kind of, hey, here's our version of what you're doing. Which is
Yeah.
another problem I have with
And
it.
honestly, I think everyone in the music industry, not music industry, I think a lot of artists are like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of artists have drawn on like country, like you said, on country music in general. And like, what art, that's, I was listening to, all right, simmer down, Faye Webster the other day.
Mhm.
She's got a lot of country elements in it. Like, and almost like in most of her songs on the album I was listening to, there was slide guitars.
It's a cultural thing just with America because that's one of the big genres that have come out of just our culture in general. So it makes sense that they would draw on it a lot. It's always popular. It changes styles, whether it's, you know, the folk of the 60s and 70s or the
rap music.
or the country of like
Or rap music.
or well, I'm talking about like country elements,
Oh, okay.
acoustic music.
I meant like country elements in rap music.
Oh yeah, no,
That's bad.
yeah, no. We see that a lot nowadays
And it's
because
awful.
those really are the 2 big genres to come out of our culture, I guess, and so it makes sense that they would be blending of them. But it so it makes sense that because like I was saying, Christian music has always kind of been like, oh, this is our version of what's
Yeah,
popular right now,
exactly.
which I kind of have a problem with.
Yeah, but
It's
the
like
moms,
be more original.
The millennial moms love it.
Okay, that's true. They are marketing to a crowd that's like, okay, well, I want good music that my kids can listen to that
Yeah,
sounds like what's cool.
Exactly.
And anyways,
I
is
gotta
that-
go. Blake's calling.
Okay, hold up.
I'll be
we'll
back,
be back.
guys.
Back for the third
time. Oh, my mic is freezing.
Yeah, I know it's cold. I'm holding it from the wire because it's cold.
You sure you don't want a blanket?
I mean, shut your Shut your grandma looking. All right.
This grandma is warm.
I think this is a good time. That was a brief intermission to change some guitar strings, but we're back now.
But our intermission is not over. Noah.
But we still got to rate the album.
Oh.
The blanket made that 10 times better. Because I don't know where that package went.
What package?
Okay. Judah, King of Hearts by Brandon Lake. We said our piece about it for the most part. We enjoyed it more than we thought we would. I'm going to give it a strong 7.
I'm going to give it a 7.6. What? Wait a minute. 6, 7!
Give you the dang package.
Anyways, Noah.
What is this?
Open it.
Is this my Christmas gift?
So Noah's
I'm not doing
birthday,
Christmas. Oh,
what day
this
is this
my
going
birthday.
on? Noah's birthday was December 19th, and
You got a knife on you?
he
'Cause,
always cries, use your fingernail or something. What do you think this is?
I don't have
Freaking
fingernails,
Christmas?
Bro, I don't...
Noah's birthday is December 19th, and because of that, he gets a lot of his gifts overlapped with Christmas gifts, even though...
The entire thing is wrapped in tape, bro.
Well, some idiot did that. That's not my fault. Anyways, so I made sure to give him a Christmas and a birthday gift. And I saw this scrolling on Instagram, and I thought it was really sick, and I think Noah would really like it, so I bought it for him. I didn't get the big one, though, because it was really expensive, and it's Christmas time, so I'm poor. Be kind of gentle. Yeah, you might want to be a little gentle and not bend it too much, but otherwise, it's pretty tough. Noah's now Unc. Oh, this year was your golden birthday. That means you turned 19 on the 19th.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Mine was my...
People told me that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Mine was my 16th birthday, which Noah couldn't go to because he hates me passionately, and I will hold it over his head.
You still hold that against me, but I held against you. You weren't at my graduation
Oh,
party,
yeah,
so-
that's right. Because of stupid Annalise. Just kidding. All love, I guess. But yeah, so this is Noah's golden birthday because he's a golden Oreo. If you know, you know. Those who know! Golly, nobody's breaking into that thing.
Oh, I can see the Chinese writing on it. What is it?
Oh, my cousin in China made this for you. Good Lord. I'd get you a knife, but it's cold. Just rip off the back half of the card. Never mind.
Whoa.
Yeah, it lights up. And they had each album, which I honestly didn't know which logo was your favorite, but I knew which album was your favorite, even though you say it switches up a lot.
It's either Trench or Vessel, but... this is
And
one
that's
of Violent's
Vessel.
logo.
Frick yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Pretty
welcome.
sick.
You're welcome. So, yeah, if you can hang
I
that
thought
up
you were
or
giving
let it
me my
sit or
Christmas
something.
present. I was like, bro, the whole point
No.
is to do this on the next...
I still have your Christmas present. It's in my
We're
closet.
getting our Christmas presents like 2 weeks late, but that's why it's perfect. I got my birthday present.
Yeah,
2
your
weeks late.
birthday present is also 2 weeks
Well,
late.
thank you, Judah.
You're welcome, Gert. All right, anyways, with that, let's go to our next album.
Let's go to our next album. So we talked about a modern CCM that we did not expect to like, and then turned out we did. So you want to go to the opposite? We'll go to yours.
Okay, so the reason I picked mine is I was confused.
Signs of Life by Steven Curtis Chapman.
Yeah, Signs of Life by Steven Curtis Chapman.
Which was released in 1998.
98? 96. That's my bet. 96.
All right, let's find out.
Pretend I'm crossing my fingers. This is me crossing my fingers.
You were right, sir.
I'm locked. Where's my $67?
All right.
So I picked this album. So me and my...
hold up. Originally, you picked.
I know. I'm about to
Curtis
explain.
Chapman album.
I'm about to explain. So originally, first of all, Noah explained the whole concept of what we're doing today, and I was like, "Man, I don't listen to any CCM recreationally, really, and so I don't know what to pick." And so, but then I remembered, me and my dad actually do share just a little bit. We have a brief little shared zone of what music we listen to, which I wouldn't even call it a shared zone. I tolerate it. And that is kind of his idea of CCM, but it's old CCM because he's old. And so, yeah, but Steven Curtis Chapman follows in that. And I remember one song, which right now I'm kind of not getting into, but I've begun to appreciate more bluegrass country type stuff. And there's one little margin of CCM bluegrass country type thing that this artist falls into, and that is Steven Curtis Chapman.
I did not realize he was so good at guitar.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous. And then so I remember, like, I pulled back from the recesses of my mind this old song he showed me, and I was like, crap, what is this song? And I had to sit there and think for a solid 10 minutes straight just to remember the dude's name. But
Which song was it?
Huh?
Which song was it?
It was Lord of the Dance.
Okay, that's my favorite. Off.
But yeah, I remember my dad showing me this music video, and I was like, that song is low-key kick A-word. And
it's
so
that acoustic thing he
Exactly.
does in the background of every song, because it's very. This goes back to like that country feel that we're talking about.
Exactly. This song is so good.
It reminds me. I've told you this already, but it reminds me of Dave Matthews, like the way he uses the acoustic
Which
guitar.
I haven't listened to Dave Matthews yet.
Oh, we'll be listening to some. Trust me.
I can play one riff of his.
But it reminds me of stuff like that because these complicated guitar parts that provide a foundation for the band to build on, and
exactly.
Which his band
isn't.
It's
it's like
Dave
honestly,
Matthews
whenever
band,
you're
but-
listening to it, it just feels like a big jam session.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I love about
Oh,
it.
that's one of the things my dad talked about with Steven Curtis Chapman. And
Wait. Your dad talked to Steven Curtis Chapman.
no. I'm saying with this album.
Oh,
when
okay.
I asked him about it,
Okay.
he was saying that like whereas Dave Matthews Band would get in like the flow state, like they would start
His ontological low state.
I knew that was coming. Where they get into like this flow state of just jamming. Worship teams kind of have to do a similar thing. He said, but we don't play together nearly as much as like a Dave Matthews Band does, where
Yeah.
they're playing constantly.
Unfortunately.
He was like, that's one of the reliances you have on the Holy Spirit when you're doing worship music to help that we're all on the same page. Because, but that's a great example of. This album is a great example of something like that, where
Right.
they're just using the skill to lay this great foundation for. He doesn't have my favorite like writing or anything.
Yeah, it's
Very
older. It's older.
Yeah, it's very much that older CCM feel, especially in the way he sings. And
Which I don't know. I mean, yes, it's CCM, but I kind of in my brain it doesn't fit in CCM as much. To me, it just sounds like.
But at the time, that's what
singing
CCM was.
yeah, at the time that's what it was. But
before you had like.
It feels more authentic. That's
Before
what
you
I'm trying
had
to say.
Newsboys, DC Talk, Audio Adrenaline, who kind of were like, hey, here's our version of what the mainstream is doing right now.
Right.
You had this. Because other than this, you had like actual groups that were doing actual worship music. And that was pretty much it. Or you had like, full-on rock groups like Stryper, stuff like that.
Holy peak. We got to do one of their albums one day.
We do. They have some good stuff. Bro, talk about a band that can keep releasing music consistently, even though
That sounds good.
they've aged and it's like still some of their best stuff. Yeah, no, Stryper's great.
They're actually insane.
And one of our first concerts together.
I consider it my first concert.
I think it was our first concert together.
It wasn't my technically first, but it was my official first.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways,
great.
another story for another time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we do Stryper. But no, this was kind of the CCM sound of the time.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a good comparison to like what we have now, because there's still people who really enjoy this, but you're never going to hear this on the radio or something. But back then it was,
Unfortunately.
it was all the
Yeah, it was all the hype.
I'm the same way. I did not expect as much, which I knew he could play because I knew a few songs of him, which is why I was kind of disappointed when you swapped the albums, because his other one has my favorite song of his.
Oh, right. To clarify, I picked one of his albums because
And then
I
realized it
remember
was
the
the wrong
name,
one.
but I didn't remember the album that my dad showed me. But then I swapped it up because then my dad told me what album it was.
Yeah, which I was fine with swapping it because I was fine with listening to one that I knew less of.
Right.
But I was again surprised by just the amount of like, because when you think Christian music, you usually think real simple, just simple, straightforward, same chords over and over again. And instead,
Rolling
you get
my
like this
eyes.
complex jam session,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Like instrumentals of this song would actually kick butt.
what were you trying to say?
I was gonna say balls, but that's weird. Kick butt makes more
I
sense.
listened to this and
I
it
was-
kicked me in the walls.
Hey, a good song will do it to you. A good song will do that to you.
Okay, what was your favorite? Is it Lord of the Dance? Because that's probably my favorite off of this one. But I was gotta check. Hey, it's fine. I gotta check this out list.
Sorry, Audrey Price is texting me.
It's been a long. It's been a long.
Funny because I'm not kidding.
I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool. Okay, let me look. I liked that one, The Walk.
Oh, that's the other one I was gonna say. Okay,
Doing the walk.
the riff on the walk, and then that's the one where I did enjoy the lyrics because they kind of fit the song like perfectly. Where he's telling like the stories of people who are doing their walk with Jesus, but then he's like doing the walk, and he just
It's so good.
it's so good. Yeah, no.
That one, and then I'm gonna say The Land of Opportunity. That one was another good one. But
there was really no song on this album because I expected there to be a couple where I was like, I just don't like this.
real.
And there was only like 2 that I just
Which I wouldn't even say.
over.
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't even say.
Celebrate You wasn't a huge.
Yeah,
fan.
that one wasn't. Yeah, that one wasn't crazy. But I think
But I think it's
just
because
like
that's what I was expecting.
Oh,
And the rest of the album shocked me with how good it was. And so when a song like that came on, I was like, yeah, that's kind of just
yeah. On a more I think more objectively at the time, similar to the way that Brandon Lake has the worship. See, pretend I'm doing quotes. Worship songs on his album. That was their worship songs.
Agreed.
For the time that it came out.
Agreed. And those are usually my least favorite on albums like these.
Yeah. Understandably.
We'll talk about that with the John Mark McMillan album too, because
Right.
it's the opposite.
This is true.
and we'll talk about why.
crap. What was I gonna say?
But
I lost it.
I don't know, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Oh, not even that I didn't like it. I just like kind of a similar thing. I'm not
It's not
listening
what I
to it
want
in my
to.
free
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
But like I think it was good for what it is.
Agreed.
But yeah.
Because this whole album is kind of like that. It's the thing where like, okay, I respect this. This is good, but it's not something I'll probably go back to.
Right.
Whereas the Brandon, like, there are a few songs that like add to my like songs, and I'll listen to.
Wait. As in the worship songs, or as in the whole album?
The whole album, as in the whole album.
Okay, I can't agree with that.
There'll only be like a song or two, probably The Walk and
Yeah. That I
Lord
would
of the
agree with.
Dance that
Yeah.
I'll like
I might pop
add
those
and I'll
onto my
listen to
playlist,
if they
or
come
if I have
on.
it stuck in my head, I'll pop it on
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
Monday morning while I'm getting dressed or something like
Other
that.
than that, the only other like
Shaking my ad in the mirror while brushing my teeth.
the only other thing like song like from this time and type of Christian music I would listen to is another one of his, Dive. That song's so good. That's
one
why
was good.
that's why I love that other
That
album.
was off the initial album. I
Yeah.
think.
But like there's only a few songs like that I would keep coming back to.
Right.
Whereas the Brandon Lake one, if it's in my head, I'm popping it on and listening to it because it kind of goes hard.
Also, this guy looks like an NPC, bro. Steven Curtis Chapman.
He's basic white man.
From my convoluted memory of the music video, I was picturing Keith Urban.
Why?
I don't know.
No. This guy is like basic
But
white
like
man.
in the picture, he looks like your dad
He
whenever
does
he was
look
in his
like my
teens.
dad in that
Yeah,
picture.
exactly. And then in the next one, he looks like a lesbian.
Okay, no, hold up. There was an era
Or not,
of
maybe not the
Christian-
next one. In like right now.
There was an era of
One or the
Christian
other.
guys who looked like that. Like Matt Maher also looked like that. Do you know who that guy is?
No.
Hold up, I'm looking.
Well,
him
there was
up.
also the time whenever YouTubers looked like that. Whenever they
It's
looked
just like, the,
Nyan
it's just the
Cat.
style. They're going with the style. They got to be hip and cool, Judah.
You know who else looks like him? Do you know the band Travis?
No.
Well, their lead singer he's got, also keep in mind, he's got dyed hair that looks like a traffic cone. Which no hate, but if you look like a traffic cone, you look like a
This
traffic
guy,
cone.
especially without the beard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Loker genuinely.
Yeah, look, you can't even see the hair, but it's the hair. It's the Ellen DeGeneres hair.
Ooh, that's fatal. That's fatal. Woo.
Again, not trying to dog on people because we actually did really enjoy the music.
Yeah, but this is a podcast, so.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta say things like
something.
that.
Gotta address that.
We gotta say you look like Ellen DeGeneres.
Address me. But no, yeah. What do you rate it?
I would give this one a strong 6. What?
Nothing. I would give it a.
It's just not my style.
I'd give it no.
It's good.
That's not what I was tweaking about.
Oh, because you're about to give it a 7.
7.2. 7.2.
If I knew it.
7.2.
I knew it.
Wait, so you said strong 6?
Yeah,
Strong 6, strong 7, 7.6, 7.2.
Okay. And then we'll move into my pick before we talk about the other kind of like topics we're going to get into. We'll talk about my
I've
pick,
got
which
Lord of
is
the Dance stuck in my head.
The Medicine by John Mark McMillan.
Yes,
which
we've
I
done this one.
I grew up on this album.
This kid.
We talked about it like a long time ago before we did the podcast or anything.
67 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And But be glad you're making those jokes now, because once 2026 hits, you're not allowed to, or you get slimed. We told my little cousin. We told Pearson that. We told him if you say that in 2026, you're gonna get slimed.
You're gonna get personally slimed by your mother. Not in the big 1AK, bro.
Yeah, exactly,
I can't
bro.
take this.
Okay, so this album, I love this album.
This one?
Yes, bro.
I would say I liked it a lot more than I did before.
Yeah, the first time I know you weren't a huge fan of it.
And I think I feel the same, not exactly the same way, but on a different degree, but the same way that you felt towards Signs of Life.
Okay.
This one.
But one of the reasons I love this is, the music is great on it, but the writing, he's one of my favorite Christian writers.
Yeah, I will
period.
say the writing, I paid a lot more attention to.
He's much more in the vein of like a John Foreman.
Right.
Or,
which I think in my mind, it's hard to distinguish the two.
I can see
just
that.
because their names are similar.
I can see that in the writing styles, because it just feels like they put a lot more thought into it than you see in most Christian music. But with this album, I feel like it's a good mix of both CCM and songs that work in worship. So like you have like
definitely.
Yeah.
Objectively, yeah.
Yeah. You have Death in His Grave, 10,000, and then How He Loves, of course.
Yeah.
Which is one of the biggest worship songs of all time. But there's kind of an interesting story to this album. This album came out in 2010. But everybody knows How He Loves from 2006 when David Crowder released it. So people just think David Crowder wrote it.
Right.
Well, actually, John Mark McMillan wrote it, but he wasn't really releasing music. He was just kind of playing and writing music at the time. I don't really know how David Crowder got a hold of the song, but he called up John Mark McMillan and was like, I want to do this song as a worship song. Because if you listen to this on this album, it's not really a worship song. It's like a rock song.
Right, yeah.
And, which I love this version of it.
For me, it's hard to hear past the not worship.
Agreed, but
elements.
I love. Well, yeah, you listen to it and you hear it as a worship song, but you'll listen to like the structure of this version, the album version, and then like the guitar parts and stuff, and it's set up as a rock song rather than like a repetitive worship song as we know it. But when David Crowder asked him to use it, he said, I have one thing, though. We can't sing Sloppy Wet Kiss in church.
Oh, is that where it's from?
And John Mark McMillan said, okay, then you can't have my song. And then he said he went and he prayed about it, and he came back to David Crowder the next day and was like, okay, you're right, let's change it. So they changed it to Unforeseen Kiss.
Whatever.
I'm born to sloppy wet, forced to unforeseen. But I saw a shirt with that on it. And
out of context.
I just like to say that every time we play the song, I'll just be like,
I always grin at that line because I can hear Eugene saying unforeseen and you looking at him with the funny
he
face.
says sloppy wet.
Or
I say
sloppy wet.
unforeseen.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
And every time he would put the lyrics up, he would make it say sloppy wet on purpose because he knew it would mess with me, but I would still say unforeseen.
God is that.
Yeah, no. Because, again, I agree with David Crowder there. It's not something you would sing in church and be like...
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That's one thing me and my dad talked about with, like, writing worship lyrics. He was like, nobody would sit down and be like, yeah, sloppy wet kiss.
I like slop, not for church, but in general.
But that's kind of what works about this writing is that you listen to a song like Death in His Grave, and he uses phrases that you don't hear in, like, worship music a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you listen to 10,000... which feels a lot more personal, and you don't hear that in worship a lot, which is why I love the way he writes, because you hear like songs like Reckoning Day and The Medicine, which open it up.
I want to speak.
And which one?
Reckoning Day.
Yeah, which is like about like end times, and it's...
Yeah.
And, there's more of just the straight CCM, and that song is peak. The bridge of that song.
It is.
With the drums and...
Yeah.
Or then The Medicine, which is like... I think it's... meant to be taken literal, but I guess it also could be taken figuratively.
Yeah,
but it's like a dad wanting to help his son, who's going through stuff. And but there's really not a song on this thing that I don't really enjoy. Oh, I was also gonna say another one of the songs that like personal and kind of has a double meaning is Carolina Tide.
That one was cool.
Like, hey really girl, let's go down, wash our hands in the Carolina Tide. But then it's all about like once you have your sins washed away, you're not the same person anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just the way he talks about it. You don't really see much other than a couple of people who write that way. And
I agree, especially in CCM.
Yeah, in CCM, it has that vagueness that we enjoy in like secular music.
Right.
When we talk about something like a Radiohead, but it's able to talk about God explicitly, and when it does it, it works better because you've already established the personal connection and stuff.
It's like directly, but also indirectly.
That's why I love the worship songs he writes. And like, other than How He Loves, people know like King of My Heart. He also wrote that.
He did?
Yeah, him and his wife
love that
do
song.
that one. They have a couple more that
That's
people
one of the
just
few
don't
worship
realize
songs I like.
he did that. And I don't know, there's just something about the way he writes his lyrics that are so honest and personal that I
Right.
think work really well. And this album is so like foundational. I've been listening to it since I was a kid. I got the CD of it. I want to
Wait,
get the
you collect
vinyl of it, but I
CDs?
can't find. Huh?
You collect CDs?
No, like when I was a little kid and all I listened to
and
was
you listen
CDs.
to- okay. Do you collect CDs?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I want the vinyl of it, but every time I go to get it, I can't find it available at the time. But I know it's out there. It's out
You'll
there
find it.
somewhere. I
You'll
think it
find
has
it.
an orange disc too.
Ooh.
It's like kind of sick.
That's kind of tough. In, like Germania.
This is one of the. Have you ever had an album where like you knew the music, but then you see like the album cover and you're like, you don't recognize it because you never actually seen the album. You've just had a bootleg disc of it that I've been listening to all my life.
Not the bootleg disc, but I'll like hear a song everywhere. And
Well,
then I'll see the album cover.
most of our CDs are just like downloaded
Right.
from
What's that
a
website called?
computer. Napster.
Napster, yeah.
I don't know if it's actually Napster, but.
No, yeah.
But no, when I
listen to
first saw
CDs
this
of
album
the
cover, I
Johnson.
was like, oh wait, that's the album that I love. I just never connected it to him or
Right.
the album itself. But this album is a decent 9 in my book.
I'm gonna give it. Okay. I'll give it a 6.8.
Okay.
I almost gave it 0.1 lower, but
No, we got to
I'm
go
not gonna
above because we can't say that, Judah. All right, not in the Big 26.
that and I really like the guitar work on it.
The guitar work is really good. His guitar, you need to watch
I'm
just
telling
like
you, bro. Out of the ground, that little intro lick, exact notes.
Out of the
I'd be
Ground,
hitting.
very good.
Exact notes I'd be hitting.
Very good. The only song on this that I don't like right off the top is My Only.
My only.
Which it's a good like worship song, but again it kind of falls in more the vein of the other ones that we didn't like as much.
Right.
Then it's also just probably my least listened to from it. But yeah, Out of the Ground, I was listening to it on the way here, and you good, bro?
I'm warming up my face.
Yeah, it's getting colder. It's
My
49
favorite
now.
I'm gonna say Wrecking Day because that
Wrecking
one
Day.
caught me off guard. That one or Carbon Ribs, which I
Carbon
think that
Ribs
was
is
one of
great.
my favorites last time.
You need to listen to Skeleton Bones, which is like 7 minutes long.
Yes.
Which there's multiple very long songs on here that I didn't realize were that long because they work so well as
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But you need to watch them. Go look at Skeleton Bones live and watch his guitar player. Guitar work's incredible.
Yeah, I love
His electric player is great. I don't know his name or anything.
Bill.
He has a mustache and he's short.
my dad.
Where your dad plays for John Mark McMillan.
Basically. All E power chords.
Okay, so last thing, Judah.
Last thing.
Do
Do you have a game?
No, but I have something we're gonna do in its place.
Okay.
But we said we were gonna talk about other albums that we think are good.
Yes.
But we're gonna do it in the context of the thing I was gonna do with you. We're gonna
Ooh.
answer some questions that I talked about with the pre-show interviews, and I might insert some audio in right here from when I talked to them. But for now, let me find the questions, and we're gonna answer them ourselves. So this is concerning CCM.
Right.
One, we've already kind of talked about it. Who are your favorite CCM and worship artists? So let's just talk about it right now with our other albums, because we said we were going to bring other albums as examples
Right.
of good CCM we like. Switchfoot, Hello Hurricane.
Oh yeah.
Great album. Go listen to that.
Sorry, dude.
Okay, buddy.
How do you?
Anything by Need to Breathe. Go listen to that. I was going to say Fractioned Heart by Gable Price. Have you listened to that full album?
I think so. Is that the one with 50 mg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's off an EP. That's the one with Heretic and
The one with the 4 faces?
Underdressed and he's sitting in the chair on the cover and they're all around him. Yeah.
I don't think
one.
I've listened to
That one is another one like The Medicine. It has great worship songs on it, like Underdressed or Evergreen.
Right.
But then it also has some great rock tracks on it, like Heretic. So those were the two I was going to bring because it like gives you great Christian rock.
Wait, which two? You said 3.
Hello Hurricane and Fractured Heart.
Okay.
But yeah, go listen to anything by Need to Breathe if you want like more of a country sound.
Right. Did you say country sound?
Yeah,
Oh.
especially their early stuff. I mean, later they went more
Gable or
rock.
Gable or
Need to Breathe.
Oh, wait. You're giving me 3 or 2?
I'm just throwing out
Okay,
suggestions now.
Well, you stole one mine, Switchfoot.
Okay.
I was going to say Oh Gravity because you put me on, and I really like that album.
That album's great. That's their most underrated album. It's so good.
What's another one? I literally had it, and I'm trying to remember now. I don't think I had like a really predetermined established one.
I didn't either. I'm kind of just spitballing.
Yeah. But that one I really liked, and honestly, I was going to say a worship album. Like
Which one?
There was 2. The Jesus Culture one. The Jesus Culture one.
Yeah.
With like
with You Won't Relent.
And all of those.
That album is peak.
That album
is peak. That's like one worship album.
Jane Primetime blazes that album. And then that one or the one with Heroes in Heaven. There's and O Come to the Altar and all those.
Yeah, that one's
those
good
are
too.
good.
Okay, and then we talked about how there's a difference between CCM and worship. Do you think it's good when those things blend together? Because we kind of like mentioned it in passing, but
personally, no.
You don't?
I
think there's pros and cons
I don't
to
like it. Not even like is ethically. I don't even. Not even like. What's the word? I'm slow, bro. Come on.
It might be ethical.
Just in general, but I'm not gonna listen. Preferably, no.
I think in a worship setting it can be good because it can give us more fun worship songs, more engaging.
I think it might.
songs.
Yeah, I think it might work for some people. Like if you're at a concert, like one of their concerts.
Yeah.
You know, they got to bring that atmosphere in there, and what better way to do that than combining both elements?
That's true, but I think it can also like water it down sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. But I think overall we've seen.
That's why I think
good.
like it can water it down through showmanship, but I think in scenarios where showmanship is almost the purpose.
I think it depends
there,
on the
like
audience, really, because like at church, you're trying to engage more people. You're trying to engage the most amount of people as possible. But like if you're engaging a younger audience, I think it works well.
Yeah,
because you got to have it gives us more fun songs like what Elevation Worship
keeps
does.
your entertainment wholesome.
Stuff like that. Yeah,
people's moms love it.
But at the same time, sometimes you have an older audience who want more traditional worship.
Yeah,
and so there's that balance of it. But definitely, as time goes on, they combine more and more.
Yeah. Yes. That's who one of my artists can be. Like any like 2000s band that's also rock and also like Christian. Creed.
Oh, well, hold up. That's literally what the next question is. What about bands that go the other way and they're more they're known as more secular bands?
I love it.
But they blend it with like CCM elements in the lyrics and stuff. So like Creed, 21 Pilots, Evanescence.
Yeah. Under Oath.
Flyleaf.
Reliant K.
Reliant K. Yeah.
Who else?
I don't know, but there's a lot of bands like that, and they're usually in that vein of rock for some reason, like that punk,
Striper,
post-grunge. Well, Striper's like just Christian metal.
Right. Oh, okay.
I mean, like bands known more as secular bands.
I'm trying. Oh my gosh, there's one on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it. Oh my gosh.
But there's a lot of bands from like that era of rock music that are like that.
Right.
And I don't know what it was about that. Switchfoot was one of those like early on.
Yeah.
Especially with like The Beautiful Letdown. The Beautiful Letdown's praised by. I mean, you've heard the one where like they went back and did covers of it, like kind of like Metallica's Black Album, where like Phoebe Bridgers is on it, and all those different bands do Metallica songs.
Right.
Switchfoot did one of those with The Beautiful Letdown, and it's got everybody from Tyler Joseph to the Jonas Brothers.
What?
And like, dude, it's good. You got to go listen to it.
Okay, I do got to listen to it.
But it just shows the wide scope that Christian music had at the time.
Yeah, I think this is much more effective, because I mean,
than going the other way and blending CCM.
Exactly, because I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what is the point of worship music? Well, not worship, CCM. I think one of the primary points of it is, leading people to the Lord.
Yeah.
And what better way to do that than
going into a secular element?
I don't like forcing religion at all in any aspect.
Yeah.
And I think that's a way that you don't force religion, because you're giving the message along with basically you're doing a lot of things at once.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who doesn't like Creed, and yet at the same time they're singing about heaven and
Streets of Gold,
God, and all these things. Or like U2 has songs that do similar things.
That's the one. I hate U2,
even though they're not, Christian. Yeah,
30 seconds. I love.
We don't like U2, but
go read our review on it.
But like
on the Instagram. Hey, go follow our Instagram. We don't have enough action on there. We don't have enough motion on there.
How do you have a movement if you don't have any motion?
Motion.
All right. None of the. Okay, so, and then number 4. Do you feel there's a need for more independent Christian artists outside of the major record labels?
Yes.
Because we talk about.
Those are some of my favorites.
Well, my dad pulls out like sleeper picks when we were talking about this. I'm gonna have to send you some because there's kind of some fire.
Send me some. There's one that, in the many rare times that I do listen to like Christian artists that aren't, you know it, CCM. Have you ever heard of oh my God, I'm gonna kill his name. I think it's like Sondai. Hold on, let me look up his name.
My favorite example, like indie, which I mean, obviously there was a label now and stuff, but was like Gable Price.
Sunday, that's his name.
Gable Price is phenomenal, like
Yes.
writing and stuff.
So this guy, he makes some cold stuff. It's like,
as cold as it is out here right now.
basically, it's like I don't even know, bro. Hold on, let me just play some shit.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. My
Anyway.
dad pulls out like random stuff like this all the time.
Right.
And I don't know, because when I asked him these questions, he was just pulling out these sleeper picks, and I was like, bro, how do you know about this stuff? But I've never heard it. I guess that's that Amazon Music, bro.
What is this
Everybody's
bro
listening to it
sending
on
me?
shuffle.
Oh my God.
Uh,
I'm gonna kill myself. Sorry, my brother's making me one in my life. Anywho, but yeah, like artists like him, there's a couple more I could name, but I'm not going to because I'm tired. And I don't want to look up their names. But I think indie artists are like not indie, but like independent Christian artists that are small. And you can hear the authenticity behind it,
They're
and
the
they're still
best at
creative
engaging.
with it, and yeah.
okay, I'm gonna call that the Delirious effect. Okay, have you heard of the band Delirious?
Yes, I know the band Delirious.
Okay. Did I send you the reel where the guy claimed that Delirious was the most influential band of the 90s, and I think he was actually right?
Is it the big dude with the glasses?
No. This was, okay, so if I asked you who the most influential band in the 90s was, we would probably say
In Christian? Or?
Nirvana. No,
Yeah.
just in
Oh,
general.
yeah, Nirvana. Easily.
Except, I think this guy has a point. Delirious comes from the UK, and they're a Christian band, and they start playing shows at churches, and all of a sudden churches are now like a hub for music, because in the 90s, where's a teenager going to go to play music with their friends? Nowhere. There's no like all ages
garage?
clubs or stuff. Exactly. They're going to go to the garages and make bands like grunge bands, which were getting
Nirvana.
big at the time.
That's what Kurt said. Like in
But then-
Seattle, every other block had
Exactly.
a garage with kids playing music.
But then Delirious came along and made churches a popular place for music, and they wanted young people to engage
That
in
is
music.
low-key true.
So
Wait, what is the
every
guy?
youth
Hold on.
group-
What's the guy that you were talking about? Because I might have watched it and I'm just tweaking.
I don't know. He's some
Or is it the guy with the
artist
hat
on
that was
Instagram.
talking about the...
No. I'll send it to you later. But they come along, and now every church wants their worship team to have good bands, good musicians
Right.
who can engage with young people and the music they're listening to. And so he listed like 50 artists, huge artists, who were all in youth group bands, like secular
Paramore.
and yeah, exactly. That's one of them.
Which they veered off, but we won't talk about
Well,
it.
exactly. Whether they're secular bands or not, it provided a hub for
No, yeah, that's valid.
young people to go and hone their skills
Which-
in music
Yeah.
and like become writers and stuff. And
Which I think church, honestly, is like for music in general, I think church is one of the best places to start. Because all the songs that these kids are gonna, well, I say all, but like worship songs are easy to learn. They're a great starting point. I mean, that's where I started.
yeah, that's where I started,
Exactly.
and that's where most artists from the 2000s. and
Most artists in general. Like, there's a clip of one of the
That's
iconic
probably why.
Sleeping with Sirens, bro.
Yeah.
There's this old clip of them playing in a church.
Exactly. And you wouldn't expect it, but it makes sense because all these artists from the 2000s and 2010s are coming out of churches
Yeah.
from the 90s where because of Delirious, that became a big thing. So his argument was maybe Delirious was the most influential band of the 90s, not music-wise,
Yeah, I was
but
about
in
to
the
say,
music
not-
that came
but
later.
Yeah.
Because without them,
In
we
the
wouldn't
roots.
have a lot of artists.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
wouldn't have never...
Like, besides that, you have schools, and that's all band stuff.
Exactly.
Yikes.
We don't want band kids, all right? We want band kids.
Just kidding. I guess you're appreciated or whatever.
But
Keep
what was I
your
gonna
horns
say?
to yourself.
That's probably why there's so many of those bands that we were talking about from like the early 2000s that do the rock. Because they
The Fray.
started in
The Fray.
exactly.
Hold
They
up.
start in
That's one of my other picks for the CCM type things. Why haven't we mentioned the Fray, bro? Oh my
exactly
God.
a secular band that people are like, wait, are they Christian? Because you listen to the lyrics and it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
which we've talked about them before when we've talked about them.
Yeah.
More specifically,
The
but yeah,
Glazes
there's a lot of
outrageous.
bands like that.
And we
And
can't
I
even
think-
like. There's so many we can't like. That's our point. We can't even think of them.
Exactly. So it's not that we, again, here's our thesis statement on Christian music. It's not that we hate Christian music or even dislike it. We just don't like where it's gone. We don't like what it's become.
Yeah.
We don't like how simple it can be, how basic it can be. But when it is done well, it can be some of the most engaging and influential.
Yeah. It's just been
because
so transformed.
Ultimately, like you asked, what is the goal? It's to lead people to Christ.
Yeah.
And then the goal of worship music is to worship Christ. But that's why I think the blending of them sometimes can be
Can
iffy. But at the same time, when it's done right, you get some heat, like the 3 albums we listened to.
Like,
didn't expect to like, and we really enjoyed
Which
it.
we already talked about it, but bro, a beautiful, I think one of the best versions of like combining those two, Downstairs.
Okay, yeah, that was an example I
Bro.
used with my
I
dad.
will start crying if I watch a live show of theirs.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the live show where he's just
I'm
where
almost
he's
tearing up
literally
right now. Which I don't know if
worshiping.
it's from the cold or the song. But
He's literally worshiping on stage, doing it,
it's so
singing this song, and it's all about how it's an old song of his. But
Go
he was,
watch it. Go
he
watch
was
it.
afraid to
Go
release
watch
it.
their video on. I think
Yeah.
it's Bellwether. Isn't
Yeah,
it
live from Bellwether Arena.
Yeah, it's oh my god.
Which part of the reason that hit so hard is they took everybody's phones
Yes, that's
at
also.
the beginning of the show.
They took
They
them.
were the only ones who recorded
Or
them.
they just
They
said
weren't
put 'em
allowed
on.
to have them.
Okay. Okay.
And so, literally, it's just people engaging with the music first and foremost. And it's him worshiping God. And it's this crowd of people who, most of them probably aren't even Christian because
They're
it's
not.
21 Pilots.
No,
It's a
I'm
secular band.
If you know
Most of
the
them are not.
21 Pilots fandom.
No, a lot of them are, though, because of music like this.
No, yeah.
And like a lot of his older music is very religious, but this is an old song that he was afraid to release, which is what the chorus is all about.
Yeah.
I'll take what I believe and I'll hide it downstairs. But then you listen to the verses and it's all about him surrendering his music to God. And it hits so hard.
good.
It's so good. And so, again, we have nothing against Christian music. Do we talk about it much? No. Do we talk about it much in a good light? Definitely not. But whenever it's done right, it's phenomenal. Like,
Yeah. And most of the jokes are just because it's the same 4 chords and almost
most of the jokes are because it's what we were raised on and it's fun to make fun of.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Y'all make fun of your siblings. We make fun of CCM.
Yeah, exactly. And our siblings.
Yeah.
So anyways, Judah, anything before we wrap it up? I mean,
No.
we've recorded a long episode at this point and taken several intermissions.
My feet are cold.
Next week we will be doing.
Did we rate the medicine again?
Yeah,
We
you
did?
gave it a 6.8. Remember, because you couldn't give it a 6.7.
A what?
Bro, I just awoke a CIA
A what?
sleeper cell.
Freaking FNAF. Fortnite, Five Night, Freddy Fazbear.
Can you leave?
No.
Next
think I'm
week
good.
we're doing "Waiting to Spill" by the Backseat Lovers.
And did we settle on one? I
Yes.
really want to do
No.
the live album.
No, we're going to talk about the live album that Flip Turn
Oh
just
yeah,
released.
we're talking about it.
And we're going to talk about
Shadow Glow.
Shadow Glow.
That's
by
technically
Flip
the other
Turn.
one we're
That's
listening
the other
to.
album.
And we're having Chud on.
Yep, we're having.
That's my brother, by the way.
So y'all get ready. It's going to be fun. We're going to give each other
And we're
Christmas
doing
gifts.
a Christmas gifts.
And when by the time y'all hear it, it'll be like 3 weeks after Christmas. But we don't give.
Because
we
it's
don't
still
give a
it feels
flip.
like Christmas today. So
We don't give a flip.
I don't give a gaff. Did it feel like Christmas this year to you?
What do you mean?
I feel like every year it varies. Last year did not feel like Christmas at all. Like I opened my gifts, they said that's a wrap.
Dude,
know?
that's called getting older. But
Excuse me. That was partial.
did I show you what me and Levi got from my grandpa for Christmas?
Your Levi? No.
Yeah. Okay, look. So my little cousins got mouth guards, like football mouth guards.
Right.
And as a joke, they look like giant pacifiers, like because they're mouth guards. But
Right.
as a joke, my grandpa went and bought pacifiers, like actual pacifiers, and he was gonna stick them in the boxes of the mouth guards that they were gonna give him.
No
but he
way.
forgot to. So he gave them to me and Levi while the boys were out there playing football. So me and Levi walk out like this, freaking
Ready to
tough.
knock some heads.
Bro, look at this. Bro, we said,
Sucking
all right.
on rubber, bro.
We said, all right, boys, it's on. And in pacifiers, we played a whole game of football against these 8-year-olds. We were cooking, bro.
Bruh. Nothing like American-made football.
But no, Judah, that's called getting older. You find
status.
enjoyment in other things at Christmas, like food. Food is
Dude, the food. My
Food is
aunt Loki just cooked. I was Loki, so another reason I was happy. So we went to Arizona for the week because that's where my mom's half the family lives. I was Loki so happy. I was like, I'm not spending any money this week because the bill's been taking a hit with all these Christmas presents. Which I'm not complaining. I'm glad to spend money on my friends, but
Yeah, it's fun to get. It's more fun to give.
I also
gifts.
have a car note to pay.
Yeah, it's more fun to get. Yeah, same. It's more fun to give gifts than it is to get them
Receive.
at this point. Like,
Noah doesn't like being the receiving end, basically.
I don't, bro. I'm awkward when I get gifts, bro.
I know. I
what
can
you were-
tell.
I know the joke
No,
you were
I'm
making, bro. You empathize with the receiving end. I don't know. I'm kind of awkward when I get gifts, bro.
Me too. I just hit the thank you.
Although my
Thank you.
grandparents,
Thank you.
my
Thank you.
4-year-old cousin is getting gifts, and they had forgotten one of mine. My cousin had forgot one of mine
Right.
in their car, so he ran to go get it, and they ran back, and she's about to open her last gift. Like, everybody's watching, and I was like, hold up, everybody. Noah's got a gift he's got to open. And I made them all stop.
My turn.
Made them all stop and watch me.
Oh, cool. A pen.
All right, anyways, now you can open your dollhouse.
Wait, what was your favorite book you got?
I got Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, which I've been reading already. It's already phenomenal.
Talk to my dad about that book. He loves that
Oh,
book.
I know. He'll love to talk about it. But I'd say my favorite of all of them would probably be Suicide of a Superpower by Pat Buchanan.
Never heard of her.
It's a man.
I was talking about the book. Are you gendering the book?
Yeah, I am.
Are you misgendering?
It's definitely a man. It's about America.
Yeah.
It's the subtitle is "Will America Survive to 2025?" And I was like, well, I guess I don't have to read this.
Will it survive to 1 AK?
What?
Would it survive to 1 AK?
What do you mean?
The world.
Oh,
Will the world survive till 1 AK?
I'm not even going to attempt to explain that.
The question will be found out in like 3 days.
Yeah, well, we're about to be 1 AK, and the Great Gloving War.
Don't get degloved, guys.
The Glovers and the
Do
Sliders.
not get degloved. The sliders. I don't know that.
You haven't seen sliding, bro? It's the people who have like the metal knee
Oh,
pads
never
on
mind. No,
and-
I've seen that. No, that's too mainstream. I gotta be niche.
Yeah, you're right.
You went to like
Gloving's too mainstream.
bubble pond jumping.
What? Did you
Yeah,
just make that up?
exactly. Nope, it's a real thing.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end, send us the phrase Tannerite.
And pray that we don't get rained on.
Yeah, it is going to start raining tonight.
Rain
It's going to get even
down.
colder tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh my god.
It's going to be nice. So anyways.
Oh, I'm going to see Marty Supreme tomorrow.
Ooh, actually, I've heard really good things about it.
Me too. No,
Timothy Chalamet's
Daniel
peak, bro.
watched it. Didn't you see a movie the other day?
Hmm?
Didn't you see a movie the other day?
No.
Never mind. I'm schizophrenic.
All right. Anyways, Judah, what's the outro song?
Rain down. That's all I know. You sing the rest of it. You know it.